back to Game Day Battle. I think it's time that we got to look at the NBA draft. The Cavs have some things going on.
Hell yeah, they do.
So,
hell yeah.
Can I just say one more time? Thank you, Dan Gilbert, for being the owner of the Cavs.
Thank you.
This is, I'm pretty excited. We've got the first and the fourth already. Nice, right?
1 and 4.
1 and 4. Some rumblings that there might be a 3-team trade to get number 2 as well.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah. Let's hear about it, Mr. Ramon's Rumor.
All our people who like our Facebook page would know that broke the story last week on Cavs having a 3-team trade with Minnesota and Detroit. Us getting Rip Hamilton.
We are getting their 8th and taking on Rip Hamilton, basically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And maybe having to give somebody up. And then we'll have 4 and 8. We'll take 4 and 8, package it up, and give it to Minnesota and get their number 2.
It's still on ice right now. Detroit wants some players in return, so it'll be interesting to see what they move around. But if they can pull it off, it'll be the first time ever in sports history that a team has the number 1 and number 2 pick of the draft. So
I like it.
Leave it to Dan Gilbert to make sports history.
How do you build an NBA team? Get a tandem right in the draft.
Absolutely.
And build a team around them.
So let's go from there. You are Dan. I'm gonna ask you a question, Mike.
All right, I like it.
You're always asking the questions. I'm Dan. You're Dan Gilbert. You pulled off the deal. You got the first 2 picks in the draft. Who are you taking?
I got to go with Irving and Derek Williams because I think the combination of the 2 of them makes up. Now, I think Williams is unproven. He had like
a
good game or 2?
He had one good tournament.
Yeah, I mean, so we've got. I don't think that he's a sure bet, but physically. He's the kind of guy that's sort of in between.
He looks like he's going to be the next All-Star.
Right, exactly. So you could do a lot with him. I think he's versatile, and then I think you got to build your team around a point guard. So why not Irving? And I don't know that they're. I mean, picking number 4, I think you still do a lot of good things with that, and we'll talk about a few guys here in a second. But I think 1 and 2. I don't know why you'd go anywhere else.
I agree with you 100%. Those are the 2 guys that I would take right off the rip. Great puzzle pieces for where we need young point guard to come in and just kind of ride the bench or be that off the bench player. Get behind Baron Davis for a year. Definitely a good mentor right there.
He's a wild thing.
Well, let's say that we don't get 1 and 2. Who do you see is taking at 1 and 4? Let's be realistic and throw some other names out there that people don't know about because everybody knows about Irving and Williams.
Yeah, let's throw out a few options. There's Kemba Walker. We all saw him play, and I think he's 7th ranked in the country at this point. There's a guy, Jen. What is it? Vasily. I'm sorry.
Vasily, that works.
European. He's European League. Yeah.
6'11", I think.
Kind of a creepy looking dude. There's Jonas Valanciunas and Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter, that guy's a specimen right there. What is he? He's like
6'11",
240.
Yep.
Where's the size 16? And these kids aren't even grown yet. You know what I'm saying? Look at I'm not even gonna say his name, but when they come out there and then they actually. They're still growing.
Yep.
So I mean, they're not.
So he might have some physical attributes that can be developed into, maybe not right away, but developed into to something good. And you got Brandon Knight, of course, point guard from Kentucky. So you got.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were saying that maybe we would get Williams first, and then get a mediocre point guard at 4.
Well, but your point's got to be that guy, that leader of the team.
Yeah, but you got to look at other team needs too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we take Williams number 1. Minnesota's probably not going to take a point guard.
They're still trying to get this guy Rubio.
Utah is going to take a point guard because they need to fill Darren Williams' shoes. I mean, they got Brandon Harris, but if we skip on point guard first, I think we'll have a choice at whoever's left. One of those 2 are going to be left. Irving and then the guy from Kentucky. That's
Brandon Knight.
Brandon Knight, right?
Yeah.
Irving and Knight. One of those 2 would fall at 4.
Yeah, it's almost a lock at this point from what I'm reading. I mean, the Cavs have, even before the season was over, talked a lot to people that knew Irving, and they really were scouting him out. They're really targeting him.
Who knows? We might trade the 1 pick.
No.
Number 1?
Gilbert won.
Proven.
That was a penalty box.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Series.
I'm ready.
How ready are you, man? You ready to start it off?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right, I got Dallas in 6.
Ooh.
I think their bench is way too deep for Miami, and just I don't think Miami has what it takes to compete with Dallas overall as a team. You know, as it shows, more wins during a season doesn't mean anything in the playoffs. So
Right.
I think Dallas's bench and the way they've been coming back on teams 15 points down, coming
Jason
back.
Terry is
Jason
the
Terry
diff.
and
JT.
and you know
He's
what?
the diff.
They had a lot of players didn't play as well as there was as Peja didn't play that game as well. Chandler had 1 or 2 good games, but if they get on, man, it's gonna be over. They can't stop that. You talking about 3-point shooters? You think the Chambers from the Heat and all this Jones? Come on, they got nothing on these guys.
They've got an outside game. They've got an outside game, and that's something
Let
that
these
Chicago
guys
didn't
get
have.
let these guys get hot, and it's over.
I'm with Ramon on this one. I got Dallas, but I got it going in 7. I think they're gonna take every game. It's gonna be a great series. Dallas is kind of like the under the radar superstar team too, because they got all stars at every position. Dirk, Caron Butler, Jason Kidd, Sean Marion. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Hayward. Definitely. So I'm never gonna pick Miami, ever.
Me either.
Yep.
100 times out of 100, I got Dallas stopping this freak show of a train that we've seen happen all year, and I just want to see it end, and I will get some wonderful closure from a Dallas win, and Dallas wants their revenge on Miami.
Yep.
From the last time they were there, before LeBron even put on a jersey.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a Mavs winning it in Game 7 because it rhymes with Cavs. Mavs and Cavs.
That's brilliant analysis.
And they
buddy.
also have 2 awesome
All right,
owners.
all right, John Madden.
And Dirk has just been fucking amazing throughout these playoffs. I think there's no way of stopping him, and I think again I agree with both of you. The Mavs bench is just a little too deep right now, and you got to think about it. Game 1, 2, and 3, Dwayne Wade, Bosh, James are all gonna be playing most of those minutes, so they're gonna get tired coming into Game 4. Yeah. Especially if they're going back to Dallas. I really think this is gonna take a toll on them, and guess what? I don't think they're taking home the trophy. So, go Mavericks.
So you're saying Mavs in what?
Game in 7.
In 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think, Mike?
I think
Come on,
that
Mike, tell me what you think.
I was a lot more in the sort of a Miami storming this category before. Looking at it a little deeper, I don't so much feel like that now. I think that the Mavs do have a lot more in the way of weapons. Their weapons aren't as potent, but they've got a lot that they can do. They can shift and they can move, and we all know LeBron's not a bright guy, and you can confuse him a lot. If he has to think a lot, he's not gonna be quick enough to sort of react to the different things that they can do. They have an outside game. Chicago didn't have that. They could just lock down Rose and frustrate the whole team. So they're not gonna be able to do that with the Mavericks. Problem is, LeBron James and Wade are playing together like they've been playing together their whole fucking lives at this point. Bosh might even have a good night like he did in the Chicago series. All he needs is one good night to put him on top. I was gonna say Miami in like 4 or 5. I'm gonna say Miami in 6, and I hate to pick them, but it's just a little too obvious. Just for the record, I do hope I'm wrong about Miami.
Right.
That needs to be known.
Shut up.
But I get a special trophy.
You
I
have
get
no love right now, Mike. Your stock fell 10 points today, brother.
And that sucks because now I've got to hope that I'm right and hope that I'm wrong at the same time.
And then you can stand alone on your island of victory, all by yourself.
It's not what I want, man. It's not what I want. All right, so it's time with the small bit of time we have left, and we're gonna raise some beers to whoever we want, or bitch about something. We get to do whatever we want at this point. So,
Awesome.
well, let's mix it up a little bit, Brett. Take it away, buddy.
I don't have one. I'm going to raise my beer to Tim Thomas of the Boston Bruins. He had a great series going against Tampa Bay. You're on to the Stanley Cup Finals right now. You're up for the Venzino Trophy. You're greatest goaltender out there right now. You've been top 10 plays every time you've played. Congratulations to you, and bring home that Stanley Cup to Boston.
And I guess we can add another team to Brett's long list of non-Cleveland teams that he follows.
I grew up a Bruins fan.
I'm
going
going
to
to raise my beer to Mike Brown. And I just want to wish you congratulations on a new start. I thought you were a great coach when you were here in Cleveland. I know a lot of people didn't like you. They liked to throw you under the bus because they couldn't figure out why we were losing in the playoffs. But now that we all clearly know that when your all-star player quits on you, it's kind of hard to win. But good luck to you out there in L.A. It's kind of a promotion for you. Kick it out there with Kobe. And, hell, hopefully you can build a team out there. Go out there and tackle the Heat, man. So, Mike Brown, second chances, man. Good for you.
Like it, like it. Mr. Torres.
All right. I'm raising my beer to Quentin Rampage Jackson on a big win Saturday night and boosting you right into that title contention, which you well deserved. So my beer goes to you, Rampage.
They went the distance, right? You got the decision on that?
Yep.
I'm downloading that fight. Legally.
I had a website for you.
Oh, really?
Free.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Legal, right?
Yeah.
Is it pirating? Okay.
No.
Pirates.
Ooh,
Jack Sparrow?
Jack Sparrow.
Movies?
Giant squid. All right, well, I want to raise my beer to Dan Gilbert. I know I've raised it to him a number of times, but I continue to be amazed by this guy. He's as big a fan as we are. He wasn't content with just having the first and the fourth pick, which we're all really happy about. I think it's amazing. 1 and 2, never been done before. Come on, if you can make this happen. Again, I've just got to say you are the greatest coach or the greatest owner we've ever had for any of our franchises. And maybe if you want to buy the Browns, we're open for that.
Hey.
Or the
Take over the Indians.
Hey,
I don't know. You
what's
can
not
have them
there
all.
What's not to like?
I like it. So,
Please, the
Dan
Indians,
Gilbert.
please, get Dolan out of the fucking area.
Well, let's not miss anything with the Indians right now. Let's just let them roll until it.
No, that has nothing to do with Dolan.
Okay, it doesn't. Well, wait, maybe that's the recipe. You trade away your Cy Young Award winners and your hometown favorite. Not that he's from Cleveland, but Martinez, who is now kicking some ass.
And that's the GM thing. That's not really an order thing.
Oh, he had no say in it. You're right.
Dolan's probably not here in Ohio watching the games.
It's true.
Oh, my God.
We need to get some food. Dale's watching some
Food
There's
Network right
some
now.
fat-ass steaks on that TV right now.
Yeah, well, you're getting some
I'm ready to
Burger
dive
King. So. All right, everybody. Until next week.
Until next week, enjoy.
Battle on.
Battle on. Happy Memorial Day, everybody, by the way.
Oh, there we go. We are.
Thank you to all the military people out there serving our country.
Yeah, that. I want to raise my beer to that.
Let's all raise our beer to that.
To the truth.
Well, here we go.
To the truth.
There you go.
Thank you.
We are the worst organized show ever. Has there ever been?
We miss every holiday.
Has there been a holiday maybe that we actually said something about during the show?
We miss everyone.
We miss them.
Note to self.
Hold on. Those are
Your beer slush?
my beer icy.
Awesome.
So really, what are we eating tonight?
It's a good show, guys.
Whatever you want, dude.
Oh, I do not care.